Have you ever wondered what do civil engineers do and what are the relationship with the society? In this video, we are going to talk about civil engineers and their relationship with the society, and we are also going to cover about the project that has been done by the civil engineers. My name is Zakwan bin Fawzi, and let's get started. Civil engineering is everywhere. It's in every road you drive. It's in the clean water you drink. It's where you work, live and play. It is really around you. Civil engineers help improve the lives of millions of people every day. Civil engineers is a profession that deals with the design, construction and maintenance of a physical and naturally built environment. It is the application of math and science in order to solve the problems of the society. Civil engineering is an extremely broad field that it can be divided into 6 sub-disciplines, and each of them plays an important role in developing our country and fulfilling the needs of society. There are 2 types of civil engineering roles, which is the first one is a consultant who focuses more on design works and generally spend more time in the office or working with clients. And the second one is a contractor. They are more involved with keeping an eye on the physical construction and usually stays on site. It is civil engineers' dream to be able to fulfill the needs of society. But what about society? What does the society think of civil engineering? To find out, we conducted an online survey with hundreds of participants. Our respondents consist of about 63% of male and 37% of female with varying age range. For occupation and studies, 41% of them have occupation or studies that are related to civil engineering and 59% of them does not. Now let's move on to the real question. How important is civil engineering for the development of a country? The result shows that all of the respondents know that civil engineering is important for the development of a country. But what about civil engineering in terms of fulfilling the needs of society? Which brings us to the next question. How important is civil engineering for fulfilling the needs of society? The result shows a quite similar to the previous one, where majority of the respondents think that it is important, except for a very small 0.8% of respondents who stands neutral on this question. It is undeniable that civil engineering has improved people's lives through many technological advancements, but what does the respondent have to say on the question, how has civil engineering improved people's lives and made things easier compared to early 2000s? The result shows 5.7% of the respondents does not feel any changes in terms of civil engineering, while the rest of the respondents have experienced improvements compared to early 2000s. Civil engineers have made a lot of contribution in almost every aspect of our everyday lives. But does the society aware of the contribution? Which leads us to the question, how large is the contribution of civil engineers towards the society? The result shows that all of the respondents are aware of how large the contribution of civil engineers towards them. After all, civil engineering is about using science to find creative and practical solutions for problems and at the same time pioneering the mankind to a better future. Civil engineering is truly a noble profession.
People usually say they doesn't really understand the role of the civil engineering and their contribution to the society life. But they don't realize that they can see the world of the civil engineering just all around them. All the civil engineering work around them give many benefits and improvise their daily life. From the clean water that we use to drink to the pathway that we use every day. My name is Syamil bin Rasu, and now we will discover the civil engineering work all around us. We can see the world of civil engineering right after we are getting from our bed, a bathroom or a toilet in our house or place we live right now, where plumbing and sanitary system are provided by civil engineers. tap water is supplied after raw water is treated in water treatment plants built and run by civil engineers. Similarly, wastewater let out by us is treated in sewage treatment plants to make it safe before letting it out into environment. All that called public health engineering, one of the division of civil engineering. Electricity that we are used in our daily life come from power generated at hydroelectric power plants located at dams, which are built by civil engineers along with other engineering streams. When we step out of our house or anywhere, we use roads, bridges, flyover, airports. All these built by civil engineers. This facility gives many benefits to society and it's being used almost every time in one day. So we can see that the civil engineering work gives many benefits to the society daily life. After this, when we use the bathroom, we use the electricity and we use the road, now we know who we want to thanks to.
History of civil engineering is related as the history of human beings on the earth. They use all shelter cave to protect themselves from the bad weather, use the tree trunk to cross the river, which these are all about the ancient age civil engineering. The practice of the civil engineering have been predicted in range 4000 BC to 2000 BC, which commenced in ancient Egypt and Mesopotamia, which is ancient Iraq, because humans start a nomadic existence, thus causing a need for the construction of shelter. The transportation became increased rapidly in this time, which leads to the development of the wheel and sailing. Imhotep, the first documented engineer, built a famous step by pyramid for King Yose located in Saqqara necropolis around 2500 BC, and it still stands until today. There are 118 to 138 pyramids that still stand around Egypt, with the oldest one built in 2630 BC. There are so many marvelous ancient structures that built by civil engineering. The first, Pyramid of Khufu, which has height of 146.5 meter and made it as the tallest man-made structure for over 3,800 years. Next, Qanats, which is water management structure built in Iran. These structures are underground channels that transport water from water well for uses of irrigation and drinking, making farming more feasible in arid and mountainous areas. And lastly, Machu Picchu, that built in Andes Mountain around 1450. The people of Machu Picchu built a mountaintop city with running water, drainage system, food production and stone structure so advanced that they endure for over 500 years. The term civil engineering was introduced in the 18th century to incorporate civilian as opposed to military engineering. National School of Bridge and Highways was the first engineering school located in France that opened in 1747. John Smeaton, who constructed the Eddystone Lighthouse, was the first self-proclaimed civil engineer. The institution of civil engineers was founded in London in 1818, was the world's first engineering society. The institution received a royal charter in 1828, formally recognizing civil engineer as a profession. Norwich University was the first college to teach civil engineering in United States, that founded in 1819 by Captain Eldon Partridge. The first degree in civil engineering in the United States was awarded by Rensselaer Polytechnic Institute. The first such degree to be awarded to a woman was granted by Cornell University to Nora Stanton Black in 1905.
Hi. Some of us may not know, that civil engineer has contributed in so many things from then until now. It can be seen in our surrounding. For instance, the bridge, the road, the buildings, and so on. There were also tons of projects that were located all around the world. I believe that everyone at least have seen one of them throughout their life. Now, I would like to share with you the details and the backstory about several mega projects that were located in Malaysia and overseas. Without further ado, let's begin.
So, to start off, I will tell you about the mega project that is located in Malaysia. This is the Penang Bridge. The Penang Bridge is a dual carriageway toll bridge and a controlled access highway in the state of Penang, Malaysia. The bridge connects Perai on the mainland side of the state with Gelugor on the island, crossing the Penang Strait. It has a total length of 13.5 kilometers. The bridge was first and until 2014 the only road connection between the peninsula and the island. After 2014, the second Penang Bridge was officially opened to the traffic. The bridge is the second largest bridge in Malaysia and the fifth longest in Southeast Asia by the total length, with a length over water of 8.4 kilometers. The bridge was constructed by the Hyundai Engineering and Construction Company, that is from Korea Ltd, and the United Engineers Malaysia Berhad. The construction of Penang Bridge began in 1982 and it was officially opened by Tun Dr. Mahathir bin Mohamad in 3rd of August 1985. On 14 September 1985, the Penang Bridge was officially opened to the traffic. Before 1985, transportation between the island and the mainland was dependent solely on the state-owned Penang ferry service that runs between Butterworth and Georgetown. So that's it, the Penang Bridge. The next one that I want to share is the most famous one in Malaysia. I believe that every Malaysian knew this skyscraper. This is the Petronas Twin Towers that is located in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. Petronas Twin Tower have a height of 451.9 meters long, have a total of 88 stories and a sky bridge that connected the two towers. The construction began in 1993 and completed in 1996. The cost it took to build the building is approximately 1.6 billion US dollar. Cesar Pelli was the architect that designed the Petronas Twin Tower. Each tower was made by different company. One from the Japanese company Hazama Corporation, and the second one was the South Korean company Samsung C&T Corporation. This is Petronas Twin Tower. For the third project, this project was completed not that long ago, that is in last year, 2019. This is Kuala Terengganu Drawbridge. It is located in Kuala Terengganu, Malaysia. Its design was inspired by London Tower Bridge in London. The drawbridge has a 23-meter wide single carriageway that spans 638 meters over the mouth of Terengganu River. It connects Muara Sultan, South Bank, a reclaimed area in Kuala Terengganu City Centre, near Tanjung, and Muara Utara, North Bank, in Seberang Taki. It has a 12.5 meter clearance above water when the double lift span is closed. The clear span of the drawbridge is 50 meters long. It took 248 million ringgit, Malaysia, to build the bridge. It was constructed by Zealand Construction Sdn Bhd. The construction of the bridge started in August 2014 and was completed in mid-2019. This is it, the Kuala Terengganu Bridge.
Okay, now we are done with the project in Malaysia. There are many more, but I choose only those 3 for now. Maybe when you have a free time, you can search up in the Google about the mega project, the others mega project in Malaysia. Now, it's time for the mega project that is located in the overseas. Let's go.
For the first mega project in overseas, this is the Milau Viaduct. Milau Viaduct is a multi-span cable-stayed bridge that is located in Milau, France. It has a total length of 2,460 meters, a width of 32.05 meters, and a height of 336.5 meters. As of September 2020, it remains the tallest bridge in the world. The final design was completed by a British architect named Norman Foster, and the main engineering will be handled by a French bridge engineer, Dr. Michael Villagua. The cost of construction was approximately 394 million euro. It was built over 3 years, starting on 16 October 2001 and ended on 14 December 2004, and opened to the traffic 2 days later on 16 December. The construction of Milau Viaduct broke several records as the highest pylons in the world, the highest bridge tower in the world, and the highest road bridge deck in Europe. It was designed to last for approximately 120 years. The Milau Viaduct was planned to be built because every summer as travelers headed to Spain and southern France, the traffic could famously get pretty backed up. In one place this was a problem was near the town of Milau, where the winding roads down into the valley and then back up the plateau became heavily congested. It was agreed that a bridge was needed to solve the problem. The bridge had eased the flow, reduced the journey time for long distance traffic, and also improved the quality of access to Milau for its local businesses and residents. This is Milau Viaduct in France. For the final mega project that is located in overseas is the well-known skyscraper that is located in Dubai, United Arab Emirates. I think most of us know this famous skyscraper. This is Burj Khalifa. It has a total height of 829 meters long and a roof height of 828 meters. It also has 154 floors plus 9 maintenance and a total floor area of 309,473 meters square. The Burj Khalifa is currently hold the world record as the tallest structure and building in the world. and has won a large amount of awards. Burj Khalifa was designed by Adrian Smith of Skidmore, Owings and Merrill. It took $1.5 billion to build the Burj Khalifa. The construction of the Burj Khalifa began in 2004, with the exterior completed 5 years later in 2009. The building was opened in 4th January 2010 as a part of a new development called Downtown Dubai. Burj Khalifa was designed to be the centerpiece of a large-scale, mixed-use development to include 30,000 homes, 9 hotels, 3 hectares of parkland, at least 19 residential skyscrapers, the Dubai Mall, and the 12-hectare artificial Burj Khalifa Lake. Until now, many tourists came to Dubai to visit this tallest building in the world, that is Burj Khalifa.
Trevor Weber once said, "When I think of serving the community, I see the bridge failing in Minnesota. The community needs a bridge. They need to have a bridge there, so engineers have to put that in. But we're not performing community service because the community is paying for a particular utility to be placed in, and we are providing our best quality or to make sure that it's safe for as long as possible." According to him, there are many common themes that can be described in the relationship between civil engineers and society, including public safety, the built environment, ethics, issues of sustainability, lifestyle, or longevity. Civil engineers are the builder of society, not in just a way of construction, but also in terms of building a bridge between communities. Societies are built by combining various communities. Various areas, when combined together, make a block, combining block make a state, and combining state make a country. This combination is done with the help of civil engineers having a similar mindset, and the process doesn't make a community together, but having network of road, rail, and other mode of transportation make it feasible for all to interact. To develop a nation and society, education is very important, and to educate the masses, we need structures which contributes a purpose of education. For example, when making a school, civil engineers are the one who make these structures. When a project starts, people around the world interact together. For example, various engineers, workers, technicians, and laborers around the world work together, understanding each other, thus building a relationship amongst countries. A similar goal to build and complete a project let people of different communities work together and have a better understanding and gaining respect for communities around the world. Community center, shopping malls, theaters, and every structure designed and constructed brings people and community closer, making world a happier place.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. As you can see before this, there are many types of building that have been built for the society. So for our project, I will make a conclusion. As mentioned before, we know that many things that related to our daily life are related to civil engineering. Civil engineering is about to making our daily life become more easier. Civil engineer is the most one important person that to make this kind of civil engineering become a reality. It has been proved from the building that are already done in our country or around the world. Every year, more building will be built, and all the design is different. And along with the current modernization, civil engineer and society are really needed to each other. It is because all the things that have been built and made before are become from the needed of the society. I am Najmi bin Mahmud. Thank you for watching.